Alright, when you walk in the front door to the studio, on your left you'll see a big heap of gear over here. These are various pieces of things that we use when we're building stuff. Mostly electronic stuff in this area here. This is my metal stockpile of rods and angles and whatnot that I use to cut up and build laser projectors out of. This is my main workbench. This is where I do electronics, optics, and miscellaneous other stuff. Above the workbench you will see a bunch of little containers filled with optical and up there electronics effects and pieces and parts and resistors and capacitors and lenses and laser diodes and all that other good stuff. And down here is where the work gets done. Got my soldering iron, oscilloscope, and stuff like that there. This is my computer down here. My main computer is down in my shop, down in my office rather, but this is the shop computer. You got a window, and we're getting into the machining area. So this is my drilling area. We have a drill press, we have a shelf full of drill bits and cutters and router bits and all this stuff I use to put holes in aluminum, which I do a lot of. Moving along, we can see a grinder. We can see a disc sander. And here's one of the other major tools, my bandsaw. This is where all the aluminum gets cut up. It goes into all this stuff. These are all filled with nuts and bolts and washers and other mechanical attacherizers. This is an additional workbench where things get pounded on and put together and are held in place while we're assembling. It's kind of a major assembly area as well. This is equipment. This is the gear we haul around to do our shows. It's also a staging area where stuff gets stored temporarily. Stuff like lunch boxes and prototypes and old projectors. And up here are some other projectors from old shows and some of our projectors that we currently haul around. So it's a very heavy-duty framework. It's got the heavy-duty stuff in it. This is more staging stuff. This is down below. We have various road cases. Up above we have pieces and parts for wobulators, which is a little project that I'm working on. Here we have more road cases and more stuff that we do, we take with us on shows. This area here is where the most active stuff ends up. Road cases and these wonderful little tap lights that we use to light up the tables of people playing with the lasers. This is a crate that we just built that we use when we're hauling tripods or putting tripods on trucks. We just did shows in Madison, in Napa, California, where we had to ship a tripod down there, and that's what we put it in. And here's another one of our road cases filled with gear. This is totally unrehearsed, as you can tell. More gear. And the lounge area. And you can see the front door over there. Now, in the middle of the room, this is another workbench where we work on stuff. Here's a bunch of our lunch boxes that I just finished upgrading. There's new graphics on there, some new controls, simplified layout. This is the sort of thing we were getting ready to take to Full Moon this year, and hopefully we'll be taking it next year when things settle down. So what we can do, we have a big pipe right here, and we can hang our projectors from this pipe to test them against a big screen that's over there that I'll be pulling down in a minute to demonstrate some of our stuff. So this entire area here is on wheels, so we can move it in and out of the area as we need. Down below is all my photographic gear for my day job, being a photographer. Alright, now over here, up there, you can see our screen. I'm going to lower it down and demonstrate some lasers. Photographic paper works a treat. Okay, I'm going to set up for dark now. Stand by.